I wanted to show you, I figured out I could get my footage. This is footage from 2019 and it's on a hard drive. This hard drive was one of those externals, you know, you had to plug into. It had a black plastic case. Well, I realized that the only problem with it was the plug-in was bad. This part's still good. So I cut the case off with a bandsaw, got it plugged into an adapter, and I can get my footage now. Hopefully you enjoy watching some older footage of a backhoe guy on a big job in Paris, Texas. So just keep in mind this is old stuff. Nothing new happened, I think, from October 2019 to, shoot, I don't even remember when we finished up. It was, I didn't do all the job. I did part of it, and then they sent me home for a while. COVID hit. We had that issue going on, and I think I did end up coming back to it at the end. Anyway, I've got quite a bit of footage. I finally got it out of this box into the computer, so we'll see how this turns out. Well, I made it to Paris, Texas. My backhoe made it down here before I got here. These guys hauled it in for me. But they tell me we got lots and lots and lots of great things to dig down here, or footing. So, me and B's down here, we left Little Red home, so this is going to be a job that the backhoe will stay on probably for a few weeks. I don't know how long for sure, but I need to do some window washing here. Clean this thing up a little bit. It looked like we hit a few bugs on the way down, but still got all the glass in the cab. That's the important part. These guys are getting ready to do some paving over here. They got pier drillers drilling, and they got quite a crew down here on this job. They got 4 inches of rain down here Friday, they said, so it may be a little bit muddy. We're going to get into some Texas mud today. My gear shift there. HWH is a construction company. We got a small building laid out here first. They got some big machines out here working too. Digging, I think 7 foot wide. I don't remember how deep they said, probably 4 feet or something. So this building here might take a little bit to dig. We'll see. They got a pier in here every so often. I think all their pier steel's bent down. It's soft. Looks like it's going to be pretty easy digging though, that's a good thing. We'll see how it goes. Wet dirt. I don't know if it's because of the rain or because that's the way they did it. Got some plastic in there. I don't know what that's about. Apparently they put something in there. That may be to hold the moisture in it. I don't know. They've got some expansive soil down here, this area. Last time we did a job in Durant, they actually injected water into it. And that was supposed to stay wet, and I mean, this is like Play-Doh. It's just absolutely sticky. It's not hard digging, but it's real heavy. So it'll be all right. It'll be fairly easy on equipment, but we should be pretty close to grade right there. That's some nasty stuff right there. So I guess I'm gonna be living down here for a little bit in a hotel. I'll be back every weekend home, but this is I might be a little deep there. I don't know. I better wait till I get the grade on this. We'll go ahead and dig out the other side here. One side down. But these guys were going to dig this small building themselves, and I guess they decided that if we're going to get Frank down there, we're going to get him down there to dig all of it. So that's what's happening. We're digging like 7 foot wide. About 4 foot deep, something like that. So dozer there. We're going to do this part a little different. We're going to try to separate their select fill out from the... I should have knew better than that. We shouldn't have done it like that, but that stuff on the top there is supposed to be select fill. That's what they call it down here. It looks a little different than our select fill. Up north, we don't. They don't have the red dirt we got down here. So we're gonna peel that out, put it on the inside of the building, and we're gonna put that old nasty moisture conditioned soil is what that is. That's where they take that clay and they swell it as much as they can with water, and they cover it up with plastic to keep it wet. So these footings aren't going to look all that neat. There's no need for them to be fancy. We'll get them good, but kind of funny when you hit that plastic. It makes your tooth quit cutting. So it'll push your bucket over to the side. You wouldn't think it would cause any difference like that. When you're trying to dig an absolutely straight ditch, a lot of things affect it. Do this is I'm gonna grab all this select off the top first, and then try to keep the plastic out of it, because they're going to use it for backfill. Might get a little bit in there, ain't much we can do about it. Have to go back and dig at my access point or a ramp here in a minute, and go ahead and get all the select off, and then we'll go down to grade. Just makes it easier. Yep, hit some rebar. There's another pier there. So we back out all the select off of this little section, then we'll start digging down the grade. They do things different down this area of the state, that's for sure. I've never seen nothing quite like this. Durant was similar. When we went to Durant, it was similar, but they didn't use the plastic like they're doing down here. So, the plastic's different. The plastic doesn't like to cut very easy. And it likes to stick to your teeth. Say I've been to Texas, Paris, Texas. I'm not sure that Paris, Texas is a goal most people have, but job's a job. Well, it's about 3:30. We're still digging these. I don't know what you'd call this. It's kind of like digging cookie dough or something. I mean, you can just pretty much shape this stuff. But I wanted to. I'm hoping you can see the dozer and the water truck in the background. These guys have been filling up a hole with this red clay, and they've got 3 850K John Deeres. They've got a Cat D6T, and I think they got 2 or 3. I know they got 2 Case 2050s out here. And one of the 2050s is sitting right now. It's not working. There's a couple. There's two 850s, and the D6 are running over here to my left. You can't see them either, but they are just pushing mud. I mean, just pure D mud in the tracks, mud all over the dozers. They're just pushing mud. And from what I understand, this is called moisture conditioning the soil. And what they do is they load this dirt up with as much moisture or water as they can. And the way I understand it, when it stays wet, it doesn't expand or contract. It stays constant. So this is a lot different from what I'm used to seeing up in Oklahoma. But it's pretty common down this way, I think. Soldier Dirt has mentioned moisture conditioning on some of his videos. I think he's got a couple that talks about it. But this dirt is already plenty wet, but they're going to add more water to it. So interesting. They got some rain down here, I think Friday too. This is Monday, so. But anyway, it's interesting to watch all the machines working out here. But I mean, they are running in the mud. I can't imagine how good that is for undercarriages on dozers. Bet that eats them up pretty fast. But anyway, they probably knew what they were getting into when they bid it, I hope. I'm going to add a little bit in that corner. I was a little bit deep there. But the building does not sit on this corner. The space I'm digging here is just for clearance. They're going to be forming these footings up. These footings will probably be a maximum of 2 foot wide. But we're making clearance space for these guys to get in here and form that up. So the footing itself will sit on top of the piers. It doesn't sit in the dirt. So the dirt or the soil, whatever you want to call it, does not hold anything up. But anyway, interesting project. It's just a big old boring job. I mean, it's just big and boring. There's nothing real technical to dig. I mean, I do dig a set of steps out every so often. They're not that great, but they're turning out okay, I guess. But hard to dig steps in mud. But you know, if you can't get something to work out, you got to come up with a good excuse for why it didn't. So there you go. But I'm not 100% sure what they did here. I think they may have dug a big borrow pit to get this, they call this stuff on top select fill, which is not like our red select in Oklahoma. It's yellow. It's really kind of gummy. I don't know. It's got a lot of clay in it, I think. They're calling it red, or they're calling it select fill, so that's what it is. But anyway, I think they may have dug a pit, and maybe that's what they're filling in there. But I don't know. I haven't been on this job. I don't know how it works. But I do know this. We've got lots of this footing to dig. I think around what was I thinking? They said 8,000 feet. We got over 1.5 miles of this stuff to dig. Oh, there's a pier. I'm gonna be out here for a while. And probably by the time you see this video, it's going to be a month or two later, so I'm not in Paris, Texas right now. But anyway, this is a big, boring job that's going to pay me a lot of money, I hope. Hopefully it makes money. We're going to try to make money as much as we can. What we're in it for. But Little Red stayed home. I drove my pickup down here, so they part of the deal I made with these guys is I wanted them to hold my machine down here. I didn't want to have to buy a permit to haul down here and then be stuck in my machine, or stuck in the, you know, because we plan on leaving tobacco down here for multiple weeks. There's really no reason to drag it home every weekend, or even, you know, until we get to a point where we're going to take a break. At that point, we may haul it home for a little bit and then bring it back later. But anyway, that's this is day one down here in Paris, Texas. Oui, oui, senor. Bonjour, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's oui, oui, senor. I haven't seen any French people yet. I don't know where they're all at. But most of the ones I'm working with, you know, I don't think any of them know French. So anyway, I'm gonna flip it over to time lapse and let you watch me dig faster. I know this is boring.